What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. It's actually Thursday now. And so I know last week we said happy Thursday, and then we aired it on Friday. So we lied to you. But I think it was all right because we talked about Obi Wan for a while. I did a big deep dive on that. A lot of cool stuff coming up, by the way, if you didn't know. First of all, you're brand new to the channel. Thank you so much. And what you should be doing is subscribing. Hit that button. Hit that like button. Hit the notification button. All that stuff, everybody. And if you have not been watching Friday Night Titans, please check it out, especially this Friday. I mean, come on. Sam Levine coming back out of retirement. #1 contender match against Elvis and the Barbarian. It is this Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. It is going to be a massive match. If you haven't watched ever, this is the one to definitely tune into. If you haven't watched in a bit, Sam Levine comes back. And if you have been watching, please go over there and leave us some comments, please. We have the link in the description of this video, and I'll put it on a few iCards so you can check out Friday Night Titans. All right, well, Steph is here. Brett is here. We are all here. Let's do the big thing. Come on. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Big thing. Hey, I don't know if you guys know, but Apple Podcasts, Spotify, it's been helpful. Super helpful. So go on over there and download us. We switched it up today. So we're going with this character here and this character here. You didn't even put your headphones on?
Brett's a mime right now.
No, I was like, oh, I can't hear anything in these.
But we can still hear
you now?
You could have said I don't have audio.
Yeah.
Can you still not hear?
No, it's all right. I can hear you. I can hear outside the head.
Try those. And it might, you know what it is? It might be because they're not plugged in. That's usually what it is.
The headphone shuffle,
Yeah.
doing
How's
it,
that?
baby. Oh, yeah, we're back, baby. We are back. Put the spectacles on.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The flouse.
Hello.
The flouse is back.
You were so blurry earlier, Steph.
Not anymore.
You can see clearly now.
Yes.
I could see clearly. Look at you wearing that Twilight. How long have you had? Is that like? So let me ask you. I'm gonna guess before you answer this,
Okay.
Brett. I want you. Me and you will try to figure this out. Was this a shirt that Steph has always had because she was a Twilight fan, or was she like shopping on Melrose and like saw like a shirt in the rack and said, "Oh, I got to get that."
It looks fairly new because of the crease on the arm, unless she irons her shirts.
So
But
yeah,
I
so
believe it's a
shopping on
new-
Melrose and picked
Yeah.
up like So you said this is fashionable now.
It was a gift, dickhead.
It was a gift,
Because somebody knows me and loves me.
and you love Twilight.
Oh my God, I'm a twihard.
So you must have been losing your mind when Pattinson got cast as the Batman.
Yes, I've
Yeah.
been Team Pat forever.
Me too.
People didn't realize. Obviously not his best work, but still one of his greatest works.
Twilight.
Yes.
Yeah. My man can act.
Yes.
He can act. He's a really good actor. And especially, I mean, a movie that no one saw called The Rover. That's what sold me.
I want to see that
Oh,
one.
it's good. He's really good in that movie.
Yeah, the Lighthouse rocks.
Good time.
Good time, yeah.
Yeah, he's no joke, man. He can really, and I think that he's definitely now won over the mainstream audience now with the Batman. I think he's finally starting to shed the Twilight stink.
And same year it happened to Kristen Stewart too, I feel like.
Yeah.
with
True, right?
Spencer. That's
That's right. Well, she's been kind of. They both have been crawling out of that thing for a bit, and it's not easy to do. When you're for a movie like that made so much money, a franchise like that made so much money, that the two of them were kind of pigeonholed. The other one, who can act, the Wolf Boy, he's
Oh yeah.
he's on your shirt. He's never.
No, I know every scene with him is the ones that make it pure comedy.
Yeah, he's not getting that.
He peaked at Shark Boy.
Yeah, he's not. Nothing against the guy. I don't know him, but he's
No,
not.
he's a good guy. One of my best.
He's really good. You guys didn't you have coffee last week? Oh wait, no,
Yeah.
he served you coffee.
Yeah, he's a good kid. He's a good kid. Just he just got a bad break. It's
Hey, look, he peaked at
Shark Boy.
Boy.
Lava Girl.
No, he
God.
peaked at Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
That's what he peaked at.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have let that one go.
Now he's with another Taylor.
Is he?
Married with a kid now.
Look at him.
Yeah. Just a Taylor gang.
Yeah, his name is Taylor, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
What?
hey, look, good for him. And who's the
Hey,
other
Taylor's would have been with Taylor's.
Say
Yes.
my name.
one? Yeah, right.
It's his name.
It's very narcissistic. No, I was calling your name out. Yeah.
No, I meant your
I mean,
name.
your name. Unbelievable. Anyway, Steph, how funny is it? We're in middle. So Brett, after you left last week, Steph and I did Sith Council. We taped it, and we're just talking about like these images on Obi Wan, and then two freaking I don't know, I guess 20 minutes into the show, they dropped the trailer. And we just cut the show short.
Because we were both getting blown up with notifications.
Yeah, we're like, it's like, hey, listen, it's on. We're like, the hell with this, and we just stopped the show. We did like a 25-minute episode, Sith Council, and we wound up reacting to the trailer itself. And man, does that thing look good! And did you see the story though that came out about Darth Maul yesterday?
Yeah.
I don't know what to believe. So Brett, you know, and not that you're gonna edit.
Good friend of mine.
I
know Darth Maul
really well.
I can't wait to hear your opinion.
I want to hear you.
I've interviewed him. He's a good friend of mine.
Did you? You did, right?
Yeah.
When we sent you to the Star Wars stuff, right?
Ray Park.
Yeah.
He interviewed Chewbacca and Ray Park.
Oh.
Yeah, Ray Park, and I just had this whole bit where I was like, "Hey, this is the first time I've ever interviewed anybody. So my first question for you is, how am I doing?"
What did he say?
Was really cool.
He was
like,
right?
Great job, and he like was grabbing my beard and stuff, and then we got to do lightsaber stuff, and yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. So here's the thing that they said. Darth Maul. People have been asking us on Sith Council, and when it got announced back in the day, will Darth Maul be in this thing? Will Darth Maul be in the Obi Wan series? Should he be in? And my answer was always no. It makes no sense because I have this thing on my wall somewhere where in Rebels, it's the end of their story, and Darth Maul. People are like, well, yeah, but that's after the times of Obi-Wan. Yeah, but in Rebels, Darth Maul finally finds out where Kenobi is. He hasn't seen him. He hasn't had contact with him in who knows how long. I mean, could they maneuver around that a little bit? Sure. But he doesn't know he's on Tatooine, so he'd have to be off Tatooine fighting him. But apparently, in the from this report from the Hollywood Reporter, they said that Darth Maul in the first script for the TV show, he was hunting down Kenobi, and Kenobi was kind of protecting Luke Skywalker the whole time, and then again, this is all rumor and report, and the report is that Deborah Chow then went and showed some of the scripts to Filoni and Favreau, and they were like, the Lone Wolf and Cub thing, we're kind of doing it already with Mandalorian, maybe switch it up, and then they're like, well, Filoni was a Maul, maybe shouldn't be in this. Vader should be in it because of this, and then Kathleen Kennedy is like, okay, it doesn't seem like we're there yet. Let's put the brakes on and let's figure it out. And then they came back and now came up with this side of it. So there's so much inside of that I'm curious. I'm curious what's real and what's not. But I stand by the fact they said that Vader was never in this thing. I know for a fact that Vader was definitely in the film version when they were going to come out with it, like years before it was even going to be a TV show. So, Steph, what do you think about this whole report? And I know we talked about it last night on Sith as well, but what do you think?
I think it's true.
Yeah. All of it?
A lot of it, because I do believe that there's no way that they didn't at least have a discussion of, if we have an Obi-Wan series, who are the main characters that influenced Obi-Wan's character arc, and Darth Maul is top 3, I would argue. So I think that they probably were like, okay, we haven't really gotten Darth Maul a lot in live action. That's one of everyone's favorite characters that ever entered the screen live action wise. So why don't we put it in here? And then I could see Favreau being like, wait. Yeah. Mandalorian's crushing, and we're already doing that. Yeah,
and Filoni would say, well, why is he in there? Because it doesn't make sense of him being in there. So, Brett, do you care about any of this?
Yeah. I like Darth Maul.
You do?
Yeah.
Got that double sword.
He shouldn't be there, though. He shouldn't be in this series.
Yeah, if it doesn't make sense to your canon,
I don't think so. Crimson Dawn. Red Dawns, yeah.
Unless it was a flashback. It would work if there was flashback.
Yeah, but Crimson Dawn, if they were going to do that series, because of the way that I liked how they made him appear in Solo, and that what he'd been doing at that time in Solo, because I think, I don't remember the time period, right? But the time period from where I think, how much from Revenge of the Sith to Solo is that? I think it's like 10 years or something, right? And if that's the case, it's around the same time as Obi-Wan. So Maul is farting around with the Crimson Dawn at this point. He's not going to be hunting down Kenobi. And it just, I don't know. I'm glad that they're going. And plus, the other thing I really like about the direction that they're going now is, if you saw from that trailer, it connects the original trilogy. It connects the prequels. It connects Rebels. It connects all the stuff that we kind of wanting it to, and putting it together with and people are complaining about the Grand Inquisitor's head. It's like, who cares?
What do you mean?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering about.
Yeah.
I saw
You saw
complaints
that?
about it.
People-
What's the issue with it?
There's two issues that people really have with it. The first issue is that if you look at in Rebels, the animated series, his head is really skinny. In this, he's got like a fat head. He looks like Pinhead from Hellraiser, right? And the other side is because his head's so fat, he doesn't look like the Species, where the Species was in Revenge of the Sith, when you see them when he shows up to Utapau or whatever, and the dude's head is super skinny. And I'm like, look, Steph's got a skinny head. Look at Bread's head.
Yeah.
You know, it's like they're different heads.
Melon head.
They're different heads.
And head representation matters.
That's right. That's right.
I saw it and I said, "Look, it's me." I finally saw
You
myself
made it.
represented on screen.
And they're trying to take it away from you.
Big head
Yeah.
on screen.
Yeah, and they're taking it away from you.
It's really special.
And people are calling him Megamind and everything too. And it's like, look, if he doesn't fit the character, like if the character feels significantly different when you see him on screen, then look, complain away. Yeah. If it just seems like a completely different character and he's not hitting the same beats,
Oh yeah, but we have to wait until we see.
you gotta wait.
I agree, because I caught myself even being like, Cad Bane, I liked animated version, but that's stupid.
just the
They
color.
have to adapt. Yeah,
Yeah.
they have to adapt to live action, and it's gonna look different.
You could have made him look the same if you wanted to, but again, for me, does
not that big of a
does
deal.
it fit the character? And to Bane was exactly the same in that he was. I think he's still I'm not necessarily. I don't love the way his complete arc and everything that happened inside of the show, but his character and the voice and all of that was fine. It was fine. You watch this Turning Red yet?
Yeah.
Did you like it? My kids watched it yesterday. I didn't get a chance to see it yet. I want to see it.
I think it had some of the greatest Pixar movies.
Yeah.
And then it also had there's some story points that I didn't love. But
Okay.
overall it's a really fun watch. I think there's some of the most beautiful scenes in there. Definitely crying moments.
Yeah. So what's it about? Panda Bear getting her period or something?
It's a metaphor of your
Yeah.
period, but
Yeah.
also that she has like the red panda spirit that's
see.
passed down traditionally.
Yeah. It's like Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the mom is like a villain.
I saw the end. I wanted to watch it with my kids this weekend. And now, the first thing I was like, okay, look, there's two movies I really want to watch with you guys. Well, with the kids, it was Turning Red, and then with my oldest and my wife, I'm like, let's watch The Adam Project.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
I couldn't get these fuckers to watch any of it, and so I'm trying. So with my wife, she's like, I don't know if The Adam Project's for me. I'm like, it's gonna be fun, right? So I showed her the trailers, and she wouldn't commit to it. I'm like, all right, well, at least my daughter, who loves science fiction and everything too, she'll love it. She wouldn't watch it. I'm like, what the fuck? I couldn't get either one of them to watch it. And then I started telling them about Turning Red. It's this new movie. You guys, like, we have a new movie like on the weekends. Let's watch a new movie together. And they wanted, and whether it was in Canto or whatever else they were going to watch for the 7,000th time, they watched something else. And then, no, you'll actually be happy with, Steph, because I said, let's watch Turning Red. And my daughter, the youngest, like, no, Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
So I was like, you're not going to get much of an argument with me on that one, right?
No,
So
it's a classic.
But except the fact that it's an hour and 20 minutes and it just goes too fast, and then just screaming and yelling. And I'll get back to this in a second. But this morning, we had to wake both of them up because the youngest had a dentist appointment, and then the oldest had to get to school in time. So we woke them up at the same time. And this extra hour, or this losing the hour, is just, thank God. They're voting this daylight saving voting away.
It's just like, what?
And so, but either way, it's been messing us up. So I wake up the oldest. She gets up, and I bring the dog in. She wakes up, and then the youngest is just sleeping out cold. And my oldest looks at her. She's like, "Oh, she's so cute." She's like, "I gotta say, Dad, I prefer her like this." She's so calm. I was like, just wait. And then we got her up. Anyway, so Turning Red, I'm like, okay, let's get into it. Let's watch this movie. And they wouldn't do it. So finally, because everyone's talking about it at school now my oldest wants to watch it. So she then and then anything the oldest wants to do, the youngest wants to do. So they watched it yesterday. I didn't get a chance to watch it, but I walked in at the end and saw like the mom chasing after him and shit. And I'm like, I don't know what the hell's going on.
I know
here.
it's okay. So some of the criticisms I completely don't agree with. I saw a few that were like, this just feels too gatekeepy. Like it's not for me. First of all, it's not really for you. Like if you feel like that, it's your prerogative.
What do you mean gatekeepy? What do you mean?
Like of Asian culture.
Oh, okay.
I
saw that was one tweet. Right?
Yeah, I saw a few of those, and it's just not like obviously as an Asian girl, I liked a lot of
Wait, what?
Yeah, I know. Can you believe it? I loved that. Irish. I was so excited for that. I love seeing stories told like that, but none of it was like, unless you're dumb, I don't think it'd be confusing. Like you wouldn't get that because every culture has similarities.
Yeah.
Like we sit down together, you eat certain things together. It's not like that different. But so I didn't agree with that. But in terms of like the mom being the main villain, I was like, that's an interesting choice. And then I saw a mom yesterday at an Asian American girl club event, and she loved it. But she was like, all the moms are talking, or like parents are talking about how the movie, they're worried that it makes kids want to act out because I guess the main characters. I'm like,
give me a break.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
If your kid's going to act out from a Pixar movie, I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I just hate that they're going to teach girls about their period because I think they should be surprised by it.
Yeah.
They could be totally caught off guard. That's how we do it in America.
That's what happened to me.
Do not educate.
I think I heard myself. Nah, you're all right.
Nah, you're good.
You figure it
go
out.
to the nurse. I'm like, my stomach feels really weird. They're like, you're fine. I'm like, no, I'm not.
Well, Eve shouldn't have eaten the apple. All right.
100%.
Yeah, this is my weight to bear.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. That's why when I heard it was that stuff too, and I was like I didn't get a chance to explain that to my wife that's kind of what it's about, and I think she would have watched it with them, but she said my wife was like, I don't think the little one's gonna understand all this, what's going on, and I asked, and she even said, she goes, I know what's going on, but I like it. Yeah. She just saw a big fucking teddy bear. What does she care? she didn't give a shit.
What a life.
No, she's something else, man. That kid. She's like, she really is. She's
Kristian's,
hilarious.
but the other one, you sent me the coolest picture. Kristian's such a good girl. Both of you are great girl dads, actually. Like Vivian she was sitting reading a book, Dune, right?
That one wasn't Dune, but she was reading Dune, but she's reading something else.
She was reading some badass book, and then she was sitting chilling, and under her foot was a soccer ball, and I was like, "What a cool, what a cool moment."
She's obsessed with soccer right now. So aren't you soccer?
Yeah.
I gotta have you teach her some tricks.
Yeah, I can play with her.
So she she's really into soccer right now. We got her in this thing. She's doing that. She's doing karate. So, and yeah, it's nice to be kind of doing a couple of things. Oh, is he coming?
Hey,
yes,
welcome.
Oh shoot! You know what I realized?
Huh?
Gotta open the gate. So why don't you guys? Let's see. I don't even have a two-shot anymore.
What are you going to talk about?
Well, Brett, could you do me a favor?
I could shut the gate because I'm pretty sure I haven't watched it.
You probably haven't watched it. So just don't shut the gate. Just crack it open a little bit. Yeah, please. Thank you. All right. So anyway, this is what we want. This is how what. Yes, I wanted to get Brett crossing in the I did it. So anything else? Are you going to see that Sandra Bullock movie?
Yes.
When are you going to see it? You see it Thursday or you seeing it Friday?
I think Thursday.
Because they have a new screening for it now on Friday at 2 in the afternoon.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be better.
So I would recommend it because that's what I'm doing. I was going to go on Thursday, but again, the oldest is in a play. So,
what play?
Beauty and the Beast. So we're going to watch it.
Oh, did she get Lumiere?
No, you know what happened? These humps. Here's what happened for their play is that, she's classy about it. She was pissed about it, but she was classy about it. And I'm not just saying it because she was my daughter. So she was definitely the best out of the people that she had nailed. I can't do a French accent. Somehow a 10-year-old figured out how to do it. So she had done all this stuff. She had those songs down, everything. But the way that this program works is that she's in the 4th grade. So they gave the 5th graders all the roles because the 5th graders are leaving.
Oh, yeah.
So, and my daughter's like, yeah, I'm glad that he got it, but he doesn't even know, he didn't even do the accent. And she's being really sweet, but she's just like, she's kind of, they gave her like, a few, the 4th graders got screwed. They got all like there's a lot of the fourth graders that were much better than the fifth graders.
Or they should have just done a fourth grade play and a fifth grade.
I mean, look, I don't know how they're doing and how they're able to do it and what they coming out of this stupid thing that the world's going through.
I want a French Lumiere.
Yeah, but I think next year she'll get the fifth grade part, but it's like the same thing. It's like it was, and I can't remember who said it, but it's just I understand the fifth graders are coming in. It's the last thing that they do, but it's politics, man. Politics. Anyway, did you, Brett? What are you watching right now? Anything good?
Maisel we were doing last
The
night.
fuck is The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel?
How's season 3?
Is it?
Are
It's
we
gotta
on
be
or
4.
4?
It's got to be 4.
Oh, it's 4? Oh,
It's got maybe I don't know, but it feels like that show's been on forever.
But it took a big hiatus.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Yeah, it's good. I don't know. It
Run
was,
its course.
I think it could have ended maybe the last season. I'm not like disliking. I'm just not loving it right now. We're 4 episodes in.
Okay, so the Rachel Breslin is that her name?
Brosnahan.
Brosnahan. Yeah.
So I met her at the Critics' Choice Awards a few years back, and I remember talking to her about the stand-up that she had watched. And I told her, I said, you got to watch Carlin and Carnegie. You got to. And she's like, oh, I never heard about that one. I didn't watch that one. I'm sure she just blew me off on that. She was very sweet. She was very sweet when I was talking to her. But I wonder if she actually watched it because like that's one of the best. It's one of the best. Speaking of stand up, I was going back and watching some old clips from. Brett, did you ever watch the Dangerfield specials back on HBO?
Oh yeah.
So, here he comes. Here he comes.
Hello, friend.
It's nice to see you. Here we go. Wait, hold on. You know what? He's getting
It's
this.
like I'm shaving.
He's getting this. No, he's getting a song today. He's getting a song Let's see. Hold on. Today, Harry, you will find a man with a wind charm will be coming for you. Do not embrace this man. Do not pretend he is there to mow your lawn. He is there for one reason and one reason alone. To disrupt your life. He will ruin your reviews. He will turn your life into shambles. Now, kindly tell him to fuck off.
One of your best.
Thank you.
One of your best.
Poor Richard Harris. Richard Harris, if you would
To disrupt.
your life, that's what he does. And how about this one? Don't you dare make fun of my friend. He mows the lawn, now you know. Hey, Brett, I'm mowing the lawn. I'm doing the thing, and I'm singing my song.
I know I paid you to come here today, but I'm trying to make some money on this podcast. Please, could you just mow a little later? We timed this out completely wrong.
No, I like to blow the leaves, and every once in a while I like to sneeze. I sneeze in the air like I just don't care, and then I use the blower on my hair.
Now I'm concerned because you told me you weren't vaccinated. Why didn't you tell me that earlier?
I didn't think it mattered because cases are down, and it's okay because I'm just a clown. I jumped off a tree, I hit my knee, and here he comes. The sound effect is a lawn blower. Now you know this is the reason we do this fucking show. Oh, it's nice to have you all back. All right, we'll have the lawn blower in the back for this one, ladies and gentlemen. I got to tell you, I'm very excited to tell you about NORDVPN, and they don't deal with the blowers, but you guys don't have to worry about it. And I'll tell you what I love about NORDVPN. I'm excited to be working with them because, as I've mentioned many times over, the security of not only you guys and my crew and everybody, it's important to all of us. And so one of the main reasons that I've been using NORDVPN and the reason that the Leafblower has been using the NORDVPN is that it's fast and it's a secure service. It significantly boosts your online privacy and your security. So what NORDVPN does is it enables and encrypts my traffic on both the web and mobile. You don't have to worry about unsecure websites or apps that you're using. It's pretty great. And if you're running around, if you're on the road, especially now that we're doing studio stuff, it's refreshing because I'm not worrying about who's doing what. And and whatnot on the unsecured public Wi-Fi networks. If I have to email somebody or manage a document, or if I'm talking to somebody on social media, I know that my phone and I know that my laptop, it's all secure, because that's what NordVPN does. It makes it very easy to switch my virtual location. You just do it with one click. You can access streaming stuff that's available in all over in parts of the country, and Netflix overseas. You can go to nordvpn.com/bigthing. You head on over to nordvpn.com/bigthing. We're very, very excited to be working with them, and I don't know how much you know about them, but you can grab your exclusive NordVPN deal by going to and use that code BIGTHING. Get a huge discount off your NordVPN plan, plus 1 additional month for free and a bonus gift. It's completely risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. Use that code BIGTHING or use nordvpn.com/bigthing. Hey Steph, have we ever met? My name is Charles, and I like to say I like your hat.
My name is Steph, and I'm really never on beat, but we're gonna try it anyways. I like my hat, I'm Team Edward. I hate Jacob, cause he has a bad wig. He got a lot of nerve, just like all these other men. I know, I hate these men.
You just killed my cat with your voice, now you know, but that's okay, cause he was really old, and he's alright. He's drinking milk, and there's an old lady, she's making silk. Hey Brett, did you like Steph's song? I want to know if you want to hear it all night long.
I'm not sure because I have tinnitus now from the screeching that came out of her mouth.
Take it away, Steph, one more time, and I'll make you a bet that you can't rhyme.
I think that's very right, but maybe I'm looking for a little line.
Right in lime. Thought you were going to go with fight, but we went with lime. You instead of rhyming with right, you rhymed with rhyme.
I was focused on the cat I killed.
That's good. Poor cat.
Man.
Poor
Looking
cat.
for some milk.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, that's the wrong song.
Patty boy, it's me. Daddy's having trouble.
I think I need some more sound bites. There's some. I got to get David B to make some more music. That's like the old SEN music, but got to get some good. But anyway, we're talking about that Rodney Dangerfield special. I was watching that. Steph, do you have any idea what we're talking about?
No.
So Rodney Dangerfield used to do these. You know who Rodney Dangerfield is, right? So Rodney Dangerfield used to do these specials back in the late 80s. And he debuted some really, really great comedians on it. And
Oh, yeah, okay.
so the one there he did a few. I mean, like Tim Allen was on it, and they had and Dom Herrera, and they had some really good ones. But there's one special that was just packed. It had so Bill Hicks, who if you don't know Bill Hicks, Steph, you might not. He's like comedians know who he was, and he was like a legend, right? But he didn't hit his mainstream, and unfortunately, I don't think his legacy is carried on the way that it should to other people. Have you ever heard of Bill Hicks?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
Okay. So Bill Hicks was just a legend. He was way ahead of his time back when he was doing comedy. Like he would really have benefited from like the internet and everything. Dude. He's a legend, an absolute legend. And I didn't realize. Did you know all the stuff that was going on with him and Dennis Leary? Did you know all that stuff, Brett?
That they like beef or
Yeah, they were like really good friends, but Dennis Leary like ripped off like all of his stuff.
Aye.
Like I mean, they did like side to side stuff, and Bill was really mad at him. Like he I mean, you can't even argue that he did it. Like you go side by side, it's like he ripped off a lot of his stuff. Like his whole shtick. I like Dennis Leary, but you look at it's hard to argue.
Yeah.
But anyway, Bill Hicks, Dice, who else was on there? There's
Leafblower.
Leafblower was on. His jokes are crushing.
Oh man,
he's crushing. But anyway, it was really this. It was just such a good special. But I was watching the Bill Hicks one, and Bill Hicks is like, I'm gonna play a little bit of it. I gotta find it. But he talks about going to Alabama. You remember this? And he's like, what's he? He goes,
Waffle House or
hey man, my name's Elmer. Is it what my number is 3 or my call my I'm ruining the bit, but let me bring that up. But tell me what you liked about Bill Hicks while I look.
He was just out there and also he was political. He was, but like had valid points. It's like Carlin. It's like he really made his point come across.
He did.
And I love his anger. I don't know. There was something.
I love angry comedians.
Yeah.
So Steph, listen to this. This is Bill Hicks. This is the great Bill Hicks. This is from Dangerfield.
Yeah. He had no respect. I don't know if you know this.
There he is. Bill Hicks.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. How about it? Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. I'm from Houston, Texas. Thank you. Simply means as a performer, I perform in places you people only see on Rawhide. I actually go to these hillbilly podunk hellholes such as Oklahoma. Thank you very much. A veritable entertainment mecca. The only state Arkansas can make fun of. When you got Arkansas ragging your ass, you're pretty low down in the food chain, I think. Here's a quick impression of Oklahoma, those y'all never been. That was inside the club I was working for. In Oklahoma, think the Marlboro man is a pussy. Played a town there called Enid, Oklahoma. Town is so small, you know, in hotel rooms, you got to push 9 to get an outside line. I pushed 9 and got the Elmer Dinkley residence. Hello? Who's this? Elmer Dinkley, you just called my house. Your phone number is 9? Yeah, my cousin's just 23. I had to write that one down. Wrote it on my forehead. I keep calling 32. They're nice people. They're just from Oklahoma. I had a guy come up to me after the show. Could have been that same guy, Elmer, I think. Came up very excited. He goes, "Hey, man, you crack me up." I was laughing something fierce. I'd like you to meet my wife and sister. And there was one girl standing there. Worked on Hollywood Boulevard at a movie theater place that played nothing but horror movies. Frightening, the people that went to those things, man. They're scarier than the goddamn movies. You could hear stuff in that audience like, "I remember when I cut off a head." Am I in your way? Thank you very much. Thank you. So I smoke. How many smokers we got here? Smokers. Yeah. How many non-smokers? Non-smokers. Bunch of whining maggots, you people. Non-smokers don't know the meaning of life till you start coughing up brown chunks of lung on your pillow in the morning. When you start coughing up Smurfs, life takes on a whole new fucking meaning. There is good news for smokers. I'm sure y'all have noticed. Surgeon General's warnings are different on the sides of each pack. That's pretty cool. Mine say, Surgeon General's warning, cigarette smoking may cause fetal injury or premature birth. Hey, fuck it. Just don't get the ones that say lung cancer. It is your body. You should shop around, I think. I can live with low birth weight, you know? I think that's nice. The cigarette companies come out with different types of diseases. You find the one you can live with. Continue to smoke. It's like, what are you smoking, Tom? Throat polyps. I'm going to stick with my yellow fingernails, buddy.
Nope.
Thank you.
Vincent Van Gogh is one I want Steph to hear.
I know guys do take breakups hard. I was reading about Vincent Van Gogh. You know what he did? Cut off his ear, sent it to the girl that left him. Yeah, that makes a dozen roses look like a booger. Damn, Vince. You sure she's the one? Vince, think about it. Vince is going, what? Was that Susie? Did she call back? What? off the vents no more, man.
Yes.
But I decided over this breakup, man, why get bitter about all women because of one? So I looked on the bright side. I think it helped my career she left me. Fine. I'm definitely a driven man now. I'm driven by a fantasy that one day this girl who I love more than anyone in the world, and I gave my heart to, and she said she loved me, then left. One day this girl's gonna be living in a trailer park somewhere in Oklahoma. She's gonna have 9 naked little kids with rickets that bring home dead animals from the side of the road for the leaves. She's gonna live with an ex-welder, 600 pounds, fur all over his back, drinks warm beers and farts and belches and beats the kids, watches the Dukes of Hazzards every day, has to have it explained to him. One night he's gonna be making love to her and his heart's gonna explode and she's gonna be trapped under 600 pounds of flaccid fish belly cellulite, shifting like the tides of the ocean as blood and phlegm and bile and a chaw of tobacco pours out of his mouth and nose into her face. Yeah, that's it.
That's the stuff.
Just before she drowns in that chunky puddle of afterbirth, she turns to the television and I'm gonna be on this show. So don't get bitter. Thank you very much. Thank you.
How great was it?
That was really good.
I mean, that was like a snippet of,
Yeah, that
of
was-
the great Bill Hicks. So
What How do you pass?
I
Answer.
was it. I think it was. I looked up recently. I don't know if it was, Brett. I think it was. Shoot, what the hell was it? I just did this whole deep dive. I can't remember anything. I just did a whole deep dive. I read everything about it. I want to tell you in a second what it was exactly. But he was just one of the best, man. He was so good. Let's see. Bill Hicks. He passed away. Oh, you're right. Pancreatic cancer.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was, and it spread to his liver.
Damn.
Yeah, and he 93 died. So I mean, he was pretty young when he died. How old was he? Let's see. He was born in 60. He was 32 years
32?
old.
Yeah.
He was super young
Damn.
when
He
died.
was just like
Oh,
starting.
he was not even. Yeah. So he was. Yeah. See this whole thing here. Look, this whole thing on Dennis Leary. He said for many years, Hicks was friends with Dennis Leary. In 93, he was angered by Leary's album No Cure for Cancer, which featured lines and subject matter similar to his own routine. According to American Scream, the Bill Hicks story by Cynthia True, upon hearing the album, Hicks was furious. All these years, aside from the occasional jibe, he had pretty much shrugged off Leary's lifting. Comedians borrowed, they stole, even bought bits from each other. Milton Berle and Robin Williams were famous for it. This was different. Leary had taken lines from huge chunks of Bill's act and recorded it. The friendship ended abruptly as a result. Yeah, I mean, look, if you there was a lot of stuff that they did like back and forth.
Sketchy.
And censorship and I think right there it's saying about how they pulled his last
From Letterman.
Yeah,
I have an interview that he did with Stern that I listened to a lot. It's in my shuffle that it just pops up, and he did this whole interview with Stern. It was probably like a year or two before he died, and he talked with Stern about what happened, and they like it. Now he wouldn't have gotten pulled from anything.
Oh yeah,
but back then, like I forget what he was talking about, but they didn't air his whole entire thing, and he told his family to watch it and everything too, and they didn't air it
Because he said something else that was inappropriate or
it
something?
Where is it? It was in 80. It was 84. Oh shoot. Okay. No. It was 93 is the one that I was listening to. Okay. So in 84, Hicks was invited to appear on Late Night with David Letterman for the first time. He had a joke that he used frequently in comedy clubs about how he caused a serious accident that left a classmate using a wheelchair. NBC had a policy that no handicap jokes could be aired on the show, making his stand-up routine difficult to perform without mentioning words such as wheelchair. But this is the one that I was talking about. On October 1st, 1993, Hicks was scheduled to appear on Late Show with David Letterman, where Letterman had recently moved. It was his 12th appearance on a Letterman late night show, but his entire performance was removed from the broadcast. At that point, the only occasion where a comedian's entire routine was cut after taping. His routine was removed from the show, Hicks said, because Letterman's producer believed that the material, which included jokes involving religion and the anti-abortion movement, was unsuitable for the broadcast. Producer Robert Morton initially blamed CBS, which denied responsibility. Morton later conceded it was his decision. Although Letterman later expressed regret at the way Hicks had been handled, Hicks did not appear on the show ever again. Hicks was undergoing chemotherapy the first time of his final late show appearance, unbeknownst to Letterman and the others outside of Hicks' family, and died less than 4 months later. So, so Letterman finally aired the censored routine in its entirety on January 30th, 2009. Oh, I didn't know that. Hicks's mother, Mary, was present in the studio and appeared on camera as guest. Letterman took responsibility for the decision to remove Hicks' set from the 93 show. It says more about me as a guy than it says about Bill, he said. After the set aired, because there was absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Dang.
Yeah.
I would love to see that.
I'm sure. I'm sure it's got to
there.
be on YouTube. I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it too. I didn't realize that it had an air. But like if the one I got to find it again. I don't know if that's on YouTube, but like I have it from like Napster, I think, where the Hicks was on Stern, and I had that, and it was like a long interview of him on Stern, and they talked about it. And I have it somewhere. I don't know where the hell it is, but it's really good. So anyway, it's fun going down this Bill Hicks road. For those people who didn't know about Bill Hicks, hopefully you start to discover him. I'm curious about the audience that hadn't heard of him or had heard of him. What did you think as Hicks as a comedian?
What you reading for? What am I reading for? I've heard what am I reading before, but not what am I reading for. I guess I'm reading.
Is that what he said?
I'm a Waffle House waitress.
Is that one of his bits?
Yeah.
All right, moving
for?
on here, ladies and gentlemen. I also want to tell you guys about MyBookie. MyBookie. So MyBookie, if you didn't know, you should know that March is here because it's March. And madness has officially begun. It's time for you to shoot your shot and score big on the nonstop action with MyBookie. You predict winners in each round of the MyBookie bracket contest for a chance to win a Bitcoin, a Doodle NFT, currently valued at over $50,000 and over $100,000 more in cash prizes. Whether you're filling out multiple brackets, betting the national championship winner, or simply looking for player and game props, MyBookie has you covered. Sign up today with MyBookie and use promo code BIGTHING to make your first deposit, earning a free entry into the My Bracket contest. Selections for the bracket will officially begin on March 13th. That happened. And it closes today at 12 p.m. So hurry up. Make sure you get your deposit in now with Big Thing to secure that free entry. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Do it. Let the English see you do it. All right.
And then send an ear to show that you
That's
love
right.
someone.
That makes a dozen roses look like a booger.
Booger.
Best. I love when he's this is Elmer Dankley. You just call my house. I want to take that. I should use that as a sound bite. Mm-hmm. This is Elmer Dankley. You just call my house. Hey man, you crack me up. I was laughing something fierce.
Something fierce. That one I gotta adapt.
Oh, he had so much like with flag burning and
everything.
Just.
He was. I'm telling you, man. He was way ahead of his time. Like he was.
I don't want to burn a flag. Well, you don't have to. They're not saying you have to burn a flag. They're just saying if you want to burn a flag, it's okay. But I don't want to. Then go.
Yeah. He said it on. When he was on that Stern interview, he said the same thing. He's like, someone wrote an interview, wrote things, said I'm offended. I'm offended. He said, turn it off.
Yeah.
He goes, you know how many things every day offend me in this country?
Yeah.
Like, he's like, but he was someone I wish, would have been able to stick around, man. He was so good. He was so good. It sucks that he went so young. Anyway, I guess 2 days ago, the trailer for Ms. Marvel came out. Did you watch this stuff? Mm-hmm. What did you think?
I thought it looked really fun. Yeah, I think it looks very
Kids.
Younger. Yeah, way younger, but I will definitely check it out because I think the character is cool. I saw some criticism about how like her powers looked on screen. I don't give a shit about that.
That's the comic book fan,
Yeah.
which is fine. This is it's people who know the story well enough. I don't know the story well enough.
Yeah. But I liked it.
Like her
the music
powers
sounds
were
good.
that she could blow up parts of her body or
Yeah.
something, like have giant
I
hands.
think that I think that she had similar powers to Mr. Fantastic, and the fact that they're bringing Mr. Fantastic back into the MCU with Fantastic Four, they're probably trying to change it up so they're not similar. The way that I had said it when I was watching it, I understand that the difference what movies have to do and what the TV shows have to do are significantly different. The movies, you've got, in order to make a lot of money in the movies, you've got to make a movie that's going to play to all audiences. So if you're going to make a movie, a Marvel movie, you want to make sure that even though the parents are going to take the kids, you got to make sure that people want to watch it. That's like that people who don't have kids want to come see it. And if it's a Marvel and they spend a lot of money to do it, you got to market to everybody, and everyone's got to want to see it. With the TV shows, as long as I have you subscribed, and then I can then come up with another show for another demographic that maybe that's what gets them to subscribe. So if you have something like Moon Knight, which is not for my 10-year-old daughter, but then you have something like this, which is, and I'll probably watch it because I want to watch it with her. I know that my oldest is going to love this show. Like this is her imagination. This is the type of stuff, the way that this is, like, it looks like Diary of a Wimpy Kid and this is geared towards her. And it'll give me something to watch with her on the weekends, and we can have like a fun thing where we can just, the two of us can watch something, and that show's for her. Moon Knight is something that is, I think, going to be more for somebody who comes in who just wants to watch like a darker show, and you don't have to. I think that it just allows you to say, okay, I'm subscribed for this, but hey, I'm already subscribed. So if I have a kid or I don't, I just want to see how the hell this show is. And you don't, then you tune into the next show. That's it.
Yeah. I think what they're doing is good.
Smart.
Yeah, it's smart, because I'm gonna check this out. It's still looks like a really high quality show. The character looks great. The actress looks like she killed it, and it looks like they have a cool tone going for them. That's different from other Marvel shows that have already been pushed out.
Yeah. Did you see the trailer yet, Brett?
Yeah. No, it looked really fun, and I definitely think I'd try to get Liddy to watch this one, because she's getting into this kind of thing lately.
Yeah.
And she's older now, and I can she's not as scared at every movie she watches.
Right. Well, that's the thing, is that and it allows you then to say there's just so, and I think they're going to try to do the same thing with Star Wars, which they should. They should do the stuff where I think that what we talked about, it still hasn't been announced whether they do it at Celebration or not, with that Stranger Things type show. And by the way, and I don't even know if it's been released yet, but I saw it. There's this show about this like alternate universes or time travel on Disney Plus. It looks.
Oh,
you see what I was
yes,
Parallels or something it's called, something like that.
I saw it. It looked like a kid show too.
I thought it did at first. When it starts, it certainly seems like that, and then it looks like it gets a little dark.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it looks like it's got a Stranger
Something about the
Things
cover art, I think, threw me off.
Agreed. I watched the trailer of it, and I started to watch the beginning, and I said the same thing. I was like, oh, this is something for my 10-year-old, right? And I'm like, okay, that's cool. And then I'm like, oh, maybe it isn't, because this looks a little darker, this show. So I think it's called Parallels. I think
you should watch the Adam Project, though.
I'm going to.
It's genuinely hilarious.
I'm going to. I really wanted to watch it. I've been trying to watch it for days. So last night, again, we so people know, if you watched last week, we have to follow up on this. I'm not telling anybody you need to watch it, but The Bachelor was the finale, and I was going to watch the Adam Project, but I was like, I have to watch how this car crash figures out, because for people who didn't watch this show last week, this guy is an absolute imbecile.
Spill the tea.
So he's not. I don't think he's like a bad guy. I think he's a moron.
Okay.
Like a complete moron. And they said it a few times where it's like he was. One of the old bachelors came on. And he's like, the problem is this guy is not. He was looking for love for himself, and not giving a crap about whether these other women found it. And that's not how it works. And it was this imbecile, what he does, and this is just like, it's just not smart. What he does, he first of all, from what I told you guys last time, we broke up with the one girl. So I'm going to spoil everything for you guys, for everybody out there, because nobody cares. So I'm going to spoil everything for you. So you're caught previously on. This guy, he winds up he sleeps with both the two women, right? And then
tries to go for the third, right?
He goes for the third, but the third one's like, look, I can't. You told me that you were in love with me, and then you're telling me you told the other two that you were in love with them, and then you banged two of them. I understand you trying to do your thing, but I'm out. Yeah. I just don't think I can do it. And he flipped the switch on her and blamed it on her, and like acted like a complete asshole, and then shoot her off into the car. So then we pick up, he now he's got to tell the other two women that they do the rose ceremony. He's like, hey, listen, they're like, okay, so how are you going to tell these women that Susie's gone? So imagine you, Steph, you're one of these women and you're waiting to see what's going on. You don't know what happened to this girl, and you're dating this guy, and instead of pulling you off to the side, he tells both of you at the same time. I told Susie, and Susie and I, I told her that I banged both of you, and she didn't like it. I'm not thrilled about it. So yeah, but I want you both to stick around. Cool?
Yeah.
And they both make a beeline, start crying, and you hear, and the producers start like turning the volume up, and you hear him crying in the hallway.
Oh my God!
What?
Dude, it's a disaster. It's a disaster, and he's just sitting there like this, like Frankenstein, not knowing what to do. So
Does
then,
he cry?
No. So and that's one of the the Demi Moore. I'll concede. So the Demi Moore 1980s looking girl with the blonde hair is just losing it, saying, "Oh my God!" And then the other one, the tough, kind of funny one, is just like, "Yeah, I think I'm gone. I think I'm gonna leave now." And she's like, "I'm gonna leave," and he talks her out of it, and he says, "Don't." He said, "Don't fight for us." Blah 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 blah. And she doesn't want to do it, but she sticks around. So then this fucking guy takes him and meets both the parents, and the parents are on point, and the guy and so he's like, hey, yeah, and the girl Susie, I told her, and then she left, and she said she didn't want to be here because I banged these two girls, and the dad goes, she had a point. And the dad says to him straight up, he goes like, yeah, you screwed the pooch on this one, buddy.
Yeah.
So he brings in the first girl,
Damn. Good job, Dad.
the Demi Moore girl. Mm-hmm. Or no, the other girl first. They love her. They think she's great. It's amazing. But then she brings in the other girl. Loves her too. They love both of them. Like, oh, he's got a big decision to make now. These two girls, right? So this guy, what does he do?
Oh no.
He sends Jesse Palmer to go talk to Susie, the one who left. And he says he wants you back. He wants you to come back. He tells these two girls to stick around. He says he wants you back. Finds out she's coming back. So what does he do? Now he's got to go tell the other two he's breaking up with them completely.
What?
So what does he do again? He fucking goes into the hotel room and he sits down and he tells the both of them in a group meeting. and he says, yeah, he goes, I'm not feeling it, so I'm going back with Susie. So I messed things up, but yeah. And the tough, funny one looks and goes like this stuff. She goes, yeah, okay, I'm good. And she goes, and leaves. And then he tries to talk her out of it. And not out of it, not to come back, but he's trying to like talk to her and she's just basically laying into him. And he goes, can I walk you out? And she goes, no.
That's my favorite. Can I walk you out?
Yeah, it was the best. He goes, can I walk you out? And she looks at him, she goes, no. And then the other one who's like, I love you so much, blah, blah, blah. She's like, you're really going to walk me out? You're going to put me in this car? And he's like, he like motions to the car, doesn't cry. I mean, and then
No.
But then listen, there's a twist.
Okay.
So then
Keep my headphones
So then
off.
he has Susie, the one that he was a dick to, and comes back. So then he's going to propose to Susie.
Yeah.
After he hasn't had a date with her or anything. So Susie comes back and Susie goes, look, I can see, I appreciate everything you're doing, but I don't think it's going to work. And he goes, look, if you tell me it's over, then it's over. And she goes, it's over. And she leaves. So then he goes back on. He's like, for the first time in Bachelor history, blah, 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 we don't have a Bachelor who had anybody. Or do we?
Ooh.
And then apparently someone else gave him a call, right? And during was over and was like, hey, let's make this thing work. It was fucking Susie. And Susie comes back, and him and Susie are together.
The one that he never slept with.
The one he never slept with. But there's another twist.
Oh my God.
Bachelorettes are those two girls that he dicked over together. They're both gonna be. Now you want to watch the show?
Yes.
See, that's what
Time in
I
history.
only want to watch your recap of the show.
you watch any clips of what I just told you. It's probably trending all over social media right now because it was an absolute car crash. And,
I'm so
and
upset.
It was such a car crash. Text Roxy if she watched. I'm gonna call Roxy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna call her. And I know that people don't like when I talk about this, but this was a fucking.
Yeah, Roxy and Winston watch it, right?
Yeah, well, I got Roxy
used to.
into it.
I used to.
Let me see. I'm gonna call Roxy because I gotta see. She's probably taping something, but I'm gonna try to.
This is like, it's like
She definitely
you
watched it.
sleep with the two women And then you're like, oh yeah, the one I didn't sleep with is the one I want to make a wife.
Of course, and David asked her at one point, she's like, did you just say what you said to me to sleep with me? And he's like, no, I actually believe him, but I just think he's a fucking imbecile. She's not picking up. But, wait. Hey, she is picking up. Hey, I'm on the air right now, and we're talking about last night's Bachelor. Did you see it?
Yeah, of course I saw it.
What a fucking car crash that guy is.
I can't believe you changed my life enough that I now watch this show.
I told you. I mean, I knew that you would, once you got into it, you would love it. I don't watch it as much anymore, but like my wife obviously still watches it, and that everything that happened with this guy. How great was it when he said to I forget what the girl's name is. You probably know better than me. When he says to her, "Can I walk you out?" And she goes, "No."
Gabby.
Gabby.
Gabby's the best.
Yeah.
She's my favorite of all of them.
Me
Good
too.
for her.
She's very
I like
smart.
That because why would he walk? Like, it's like, I just broke your heart and I did it in a really horrible way and I'm an absolute POS. Can I walk you out?
Yeah, she's like, "Fuck off." Yeah, she's like, "Fuck off." I love that they made them both the Bachelorette too. So it was good.
Yeah, but what are they gonna do? They're just gonna date the same guy?
No, they'll probably give them two different groups.
But what does that mean?
No,
what if
do
one
the
guy
same.
likes the other girl better?
You know what? I don't have an answer
Make
for
it-
this.
yeah.
I don't have an answer for it. But what I know is that what they did smartly was that because that guy was a complete goon.
Yeah,
Just a goon.
I know.
Just a goon.
I know. He has very similar tendencies to somebody I know, so total goon.
All right, I love you. So
You too.
we'll talk to you soon.
Talk soon.
Bye. Oh man.
I'm looking him up now.
Yeah,
I need to see like all of the.
You got. I'm telling you, you should have watched that last night. I should have had you watch that last night.
Yeah.
What was the other thing I was going to ask you that I was asking you to watch? That shit. That I know you watched Pam and Tommy.
Oh yeah.
There was something we talked about. I said, hey, you got to check this out.
I'm watching the Laker show.
How is it?
It's excellent.
Is it really good? It's HBO Max, right?
Yes, it's not getting like any love really, but it's the actor from Step Brothers. What's his name?
John C. Reilly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's murders the role.
Yeah. The problem with that show is
Is that they're also alive?
Well, the bad
Well,
press
no.
it got because of Will Ferrell was supposed to
Oh,
be.
that's the David Ayer. This is
Yeah,
the project.
not David Ayer.
I mean,
Yeah. What's his face? Oh my God. From
yeah,
Big
McKay.
Short.
Adam
David-
McKay.
Adam
McKay.
McKay. Yes. So I don't think that's the issue either. I think that the issue is, besides people in Los Angeles, who gives a shit about the Lakers?
Yeah.
yeah. But you don't think that basketball fans give a shit about that Laker generation?
I don't know.
I
think
guess
you-
maybe it's hard for me because I'm San Diego. I'm like SoCal born and raised, so
Yeah.
we've always.
That's what I mean, though. But you're California, right? It's like I'm curious how many people watched when that ESPN thing was going on about the Yankees. I watched it.
I didn't watch it. You're right. Yeah.
It's about the Yankees. So I mean, I watched it, but like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how that. ESPN's differently than HBO Max, right? So ESPN, as long as you have a certain amount of viewers, it's a hit. HBO Max, like.
There's so much on
There's
HBO
so much.
Max.
So I don't know. I mean, but that doesn't. That I might be wrong. You know, if
I
it's
think
a
it will
good
be
show,
a
it's a
late
good show.
bloomer show.
I hope so. I'm definitely interested in it. I definitely interested. No, there's something else that I asked that I said like, Steph, you should watch this. I can't remember what it was. I don't remember what it was. How's the dating life going? Oh wait, you know what? Before you get into that, because for the dating life, you got to go. Brett's gonna go. So Brett doesn't want to hear about Steph's dating life.
An audition and two in a row.
All right, that's good. All right, so listen, just to let you guys know, and Steph will have to next time. Steph,
Yeah.
JOYMODE.
Oh.
JOYMODE.
Activate.
Yeah, activate JOYMODE. And for those people who don't know about JOYMODE, well, here you go. JOYMODE is no joke, because a lot of times, if you're sitting around, you go to that gas station, you look over, and you go, uh-oh, look at the hard-on pills. I know they're tempting. I know they are. Did you ever take a second to see what's actually in those? Not good for you. And the same goes for most of the products in the market that claim to help dudes in the bed. Who the hell wants a 4-hour erection? Got nasty side effects, got heart problems, and a possible trip to the hospital to get rid of that thing. You try to explain that. You've got the sword in my pants. JOYMODE is here to save the day. Whether you're happy or unhappy with your performance in the bedroom, it doesn't matter. Why not just perform even better? JOYMODE Sexual Performance Booster. It's like a pre-workout, but it's for sex. Stop that. Wouldn't you rather take a supplement designed to spice things up naturally rather than a prescription drug that can have harmful effects down the road? You can go to great lengths. Everybody does this. You biohack your way to better mental and physical performance. But what about the bedroom? Here's what JOYMODE does. Makes natural and science-backed sexual wellness products for men. Their sexual performance booster is like a pre-workout for sex. The sexual performance booster is designed to support quality, firmness, and sex drive. It contains clinically supported doses of a lot of different things. And it was created with best-in-class scientists and biochemistry PhDs. After taking the sexual performance booster, blood levels of arginine and I can't say any of these words, yohimbine will increase, will direct, promote everything that you need. And collectively, these effects enhance the sex drive and the blow floods right to the penis, resulting in better performance. JOYMODE was created because the products on the market are terrible, and they knew that it could be better. So here's what you do. You simply open the sachet and mix with 6 to 8 ounces of water, just like your favorite electrolyte packet. For best use, consume anywhere from 45 minutes to 4 hours prior to sexual activity. You'll notice better blood flow, quality, and firmness, and increase sexual energy and drive. You want to spice things up in the bedroom and boost your sexual performance and do it naturally without any prescription drugs. We have a special offer for the Big Thing audience. Go to usejoymode.com/bigthing or enter Big Thing at checkout for 20% off your first order. That's usejoymode.com/bigthing for 20% off your first order. Thank you to JOYMODE.
Brett,
Wait, what?
did you get a change up?
That was a good audition.
Hey, I'm Brett here.
Yeah. Hey, nice to see you, Brett. How you doing?
Hey, how's it going, guys? What's up?
Can you do a Flouse impression for me?
The fleeting flausen, flute They like the sausage. Come from the airport in
You're from the airport?
I came from the airport.
Yeah.
And the autobus is you call Uber here. I had the autobus.
Uber. Speaking of Ubers, this fucking little bastard, someone hacked into my
Uber account?
and I got charges. Well, last week I was looking and I got a notice on my phone that said your Uber's outside. I said I haven't used Uber in 3.5 years. I didn't call an Uber.
Your Uber's
I
outside.
thought it was like a mistake.
Okay.
And then I saw a couple charges. I'm like, oh, you skunks! And I had to cancel my whole card. I got all the money back, but I had to cancel.
Was the guy outside waiting for you? Did you look out the window?
They
and
called
wave
me.
to
The
him?
guy, the guy. He said, "I'm outside." I was like, "You're gonna be sitting outside." I don't know what you want me to do. And it's like, go
I'm out
home.
here.
Yeah, go home. And the Mikey Christmas is here. I would love to do a scene where you actually pretend you are Flouse.
Sure, why not?
That'd be
I'm not
amazing.
shaving my head. I'll tell you that much right now.
I don't think he does. People don't realize it too. Now he does because he.
Does he got a bald cap?
No, he did. He puts a hat on, but then he actually the tuft that he had from when he had it, he cut it off, and it hangs from his hat.
It's psychotic.
It's amazing.
How? This is a new setup here too. I haven't been here since this setup.
Oh, have you
Yeah,
not?
I can't
Yeah.
see you,
We missed
Kristian.
No, I did that on purpose.
Yeah.
And that's why
Only
I'm sitting here now. So
Yes.
I got to look over there.
No.
That's right. Well, we're gonna do. So people would have seen this already last night because Mike, we did Sith Council last night.
We did?
This is Thursday. So you look him try to figure it out in his brain.
Shut the hell up. I just talked to you last night.
1
for
plus
Christ's
1
sake.
is
Still
not
doesn't.
equaling
He's not-
2
he's not-
No,
today.
not this week. I can't with this
It's
week.
all right. You're all right. All right, listen. Other things that I want to tell before we get out of here on this one. I want to let everybody know. Obviously, subscribe, show a little class. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification button. Hit that like button. And the other thing that you should know. This Friday, the Inglorious One, Sam Levine, returns to the Movie Trivia Schmodown Arena to take on, as Mike calls him, Babs, the Barbarian, and Elvis. They're going at a #1 contender match. It is going down. I will ask this to both the champion, the IG champion, and to Steph Sabraw, from the host of the Schmodown Rundown. All right, you got this big match. Sam Levine's coming back. Ring rust, Mike, or is he going to come back? Is he going to look good? Babs is dangerous.
Going right to me on this one. I don't know. Because Dan Murrell, greatest of all time, singles player. We saw what happened when he took a little time off.
Yeah.
Came back. So, but I don't know. I see Sam on a kind of regular basis, and he's always throwing trivia at me just to kind of test my
you.
chops.
Yeah.
Always. He does it always because
Yeah.
he knows the answers, and he wants to see like, hey, let's see what you can do.
Yeah.
Babs is
Finalist.
he's underrated scary. Is that the term? Like
Yeah.
he's, his record does not show how good he is at trivia. I don't know. I got loyalty to Sam though.
Okay. Steph?
I'm going to go with the Barbarian.
Just to be opposite of me?
Yeah, just to be opposite of you. Also, I feel like he's really, really hungry.
Locked in?
Yeah,
He's
locked in.
Yeah.
I've seen people hungry before, and that don't mean nothing.
Here's the other thing. Does Sam retire if he loses?
No, he can't. He can't
That
go out
depends.
like
That depends on how
bad he loses.
on convincing you are. I've seen you convince people like, I'm done. I'm going to do my last season. And you come in there like the puppet master. And
All
like,
I say
maybe
is-
I'll do another one.
All I say is, like, come on.
Roka, big retirement, big all this, that. And then someone posted some retirement of Brady coming back. And he's like, well, the GOAT's coming back. So the Schmodown GOAT needs to come
I
back.
haven't even spoken to Roka. I think Roka was just doing it.
Look at him online.
Yeah,
you look at me like I'm crazy.
I saw I said I haven't spoken to Roka about that, so I don't know if that even is something he wants to do. So he was probably just doing it because of the bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know.
But anyway, listen. So we got that was a fun show. Thank you for joining us here today.
It was a pleasure joining you.
Oh, thank you,
today.
Floss. Thank you, Floss.
We appreciated you.
Yes, we are going to be having a show here tomorrow with myself, Winston, and Coy. So make sure you check that out. Always check out Mike, myself, and Steph on Sith Council, as we had it on last night. So make sure you are going to be checking us out every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. on this channel. And that's about it, everybody. So thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate you, and we'll see you next time.